All right. Well, good evening and welcome everybody to the all boards no swords race between SassageLink and MrDunlo. If you'll give me 1 second, we're having some technical difficulties. Sadly, gonna have to have also join me in progress, and for some reason, the race feed is not actually showing up in Discord. All right. Well, until I wait for Twitch to finally load the commercials, and for Fury SK, not Fury SK, I'm sorry, for also 999 to join us, we can go over the flags real quick. We're doing swordless. The red candle is forced to the white sword cave, and we start with 3 Triforces, which we will find out here in just a minute, as soon as I'm done watching a dog food commercial. Yay! Well, maybe. There we go. All right, we've got a feed here. It looks like they started somewhere in the bottom corner. We have some gorillas and spiders on the overworld. All right. Sassage is going to be heading up towards the top right-hand corner of the map, checking some of those armoses up there. MrDunlo looks like he went the opposite direction. He's going to pick up his first heart out of a take-any cave. SassageLink is going to find an open cave underneath this Armos, which is going to contain level 7. It's a nice, lovely lilac color. I love it. And we do have a Wizrobe, overworld, so that should be fun. To answer a question in chat, not entirely sure. He's green, but he has not responded to any pokings as of yet. And, well, we kind of had to get started, so it's all right. MrDunlo's headed up towards the Armos up here. It doesn't look like we picked up an item, so it must mean it's on the left-hand side of the map. And yes, I totally agree. Math is deadly. All right, Sassage is going to get the sad news that the Iron Bank is going to steal all of his money, and that there are Wizrobes just waiting to give you a hug on this lovely and wonderful overworld. All right, looks like MrDunlo is going to go ahead, poke his nose into 7, see if he can't find anything. SassageLink is headed back down the coast, checking the Armoses, and heading over to Vanilla level 2. Okay, MrDunlo's done in 7. Really couldn't do much in there with no form of weapon, no bombs or anything like that. We also have no money yet, so... He's going to find his second take any heart, which brings him up to 5, and that actually gives him a great chance at being able to pick up that red candle out of the White Sword Cave when he finally finds it. Sadly, SassageLink is going to take a death on the overworld. Looks like he's going to get back sent down to start, which is the 3rd screen down along the coast. And MrDunlo is going to find the... Well, today it's the Blue Candle Cave. When you're playing swordless and it takes away your sword, the only thing that's going to be in that cave is a blue candle. But at this point, it's great. It's a form of weapon. Means we can do more overworld checks. And it's technically, you know, pretty good. I mean, we might be able to kill some bomb droppers with this. Alright, Sassage is going to finish up his checks down here. Hopefully that'll send him up towards that top corner of the map where there is a blue candle waiting for him as MrDunlo finds the magical sword bomb upgrade up almost in the Lost Hills. And we're gonna find level 6. Now, as soon as we get a good view, we'll let you guys know which of the Triforces our runner started with. Oh, goody, we got a room full of Lionels just saying, hey, welcome to level 6, aren't you glad you're here? One, 3, and 8, thank you very much to Furious K in chat. And thank you to Moonrisen Phoenix, who is doing our tracking for us tonight in the background. Alright, Sassage is going to get his second Take Any Heart, which means that eventually, hopefully, if we can find and have access to that White Sword the White Sword Cave with the red candle in it, we'll get us a reusable, form of weaponry there. We're going to find level 2 under the waterfall. Alright, Sassage is moments away from getting his blue candle and first form of weapon here in the seed. Let's just hope that everything kind of, rolled down a little bit. Alright, we got another heart here on the floor in level 2. We can just up a day and get the heck out of that room, because there is no reason to stay in there without any bombs. We're going to get a free key out of this map room. And it looks like MrDunlo is going to go ahead and check the waterfall cave while he is up here in this area. Sassage is probably going to go for the screen scroll, headed over to Vanilla level 5 in the Lost Hills. Oh, sadly it's just a door repair, but it looks like MrDunlo is going to get out of it. Not that we had any money anyway. Sassage finds level 6, and it looks like he too is going to choose to go elsewhere. Now, we did start with that Triforce, and it is kind of nice. You might not have to dig shape 6, but at the same time, well, a lot of the required items have been ending up behind the dungeons that we start with the Triforces in lately. Find some any roads on MrDunlo's side. It looks like one of those is a raft spot. SassageLink is going to go ahead and be happy about finding Vanilla level 2. We're not going to really, again, be able to do much here, but he should be able to pick up that free key and the floor heart as well. Oh, sadly, he's not going to really be able to get past that room. There's a lot of different things in there, including a pancake, and if he grabs you, there's nothing we can do right now. Oh, sadly, MrDunlo gets sniped by some of these blue Wizrubs that are hanging out down near Vanilla Start. He is wisely going to go ahead and save. He did find a little bit of money. He still has that one key, so there is always the chance that he can find a level and maybe, save scum that key just a little bit. Alright, so these aren't terrible any roads. We've got one that takes you to the raft spot, which we can't really use very well. You've got another one that takes you just to the north of Vanilla level 1, which, since we're starting down on the coast, that's actually pretty good and saves you quite a lot of time. MrDunlo's going to go ahead and screen scroll in the direction of the Armos. Alright, SassageLink is going to make a little bit more progress here in level 2. I don't see that he's found an item just yet. And MrDunlo is going to find his third Take Any of the game. He's going to wisely go ahead and pick up a candle. He has 6 hearts. He's guaranteed to be able to pick up that white sword red candle when he finds it. All right, Mr. Dunlow's headed up towards the last of the Armoses, because that has to be where our Armos item is. I'm kind of hoping for a banana at this point, I have to say. In Swordless, oh wait, no, this is really good news for Mr. Dunlow. Our Armos item is actually the White Sword bomb upgrade. So since we are playing Swordless, the sword upgrades were both replaced with a bomb upgrade, and nobody has been able, well, SassageLink did, but Mr. Dunlo hadn't been able to get any bombs yet. He's going to bomb the start screen and find level 8. We're going to find this lovely useless room from, I want to say it's Second Quest 7, a Goma in a possible push block room that we can't kill. As SassageLink is going to go ahead and start exploring those any roads. And oh, this is actually not bad. We have a room with a bunch of gels in it that we can hopefully kill with a single candle flame, but we have to use the upside door to that one. Alright, SassageLink is going to go ahead and find a nice medium secret. 31 is pretty good. It's larger than the door repair. I haven't really seen a bomb shop yet, so I don't know what the prices have looked like. But still, you have to expect that you'll be able to buy at least one pack with that. Alright, sadly, SassageLink didn't manage to get any bomb drops there. And a question from chat, how does this no swords thing work? Well, so the code of the game has been changed so that the only weapon that can actually do damage to Ganon is the wand. So in Swordless, you not only have to dig out the bow and the silvers, because you still need to do the final shot on Ganon with the silver, but it changes it so that instead of the sword, the wand does the damage. So you definitely need to find that wand, and you're really, really hoping that it's somewhere early and accessible. Hey, Boof and Boom, welcome to this already in progress all boards, no swords match. How are you today?
Well, I'm doing pretty good. I cannot promise that I will bring math, but I will bring cookie talk.
Yay, cookie talk. Well, I mean, we may have, depending upon how things rolled up and how many evil rooms full of blue dark nuts or whiz ropes that we have to bomb, we may have quite a long time to chat about.
Perfect. I am very, very excited for this.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Thank you to Moon Risen Phoenix. It looks like our bomb packs today are 28, which does mean that we can buy at least one with a medium secret. To answer J. Phil in chat, we haven't yet found the White Sword Cave, but in the Swiss form of these flags, the red candle is guaranteed to be the White Sword item. So we just have to be able to find it. Both of our runners have enough hearts to be able to pick it up. It's just, there's no guarantee that it is not going to be behind a raft power bracelet or a recorder.
Yeah, there's no special blocks with these particular flags, right? It could just be
not
anywhere.
Up until correct. Yeah, it can definitely be anywhere. And out of most of the races that I've seen, we have found a bird.
Oh, we have found a bird.
But out of most of the races that I have seen lately, there's been a little bit of difficulty being able to actually access the White Sword Cave because a couple of them have been on raft blocks or behind power bracelets. And the power bracelet and raft has been in level 9 because important items in 9 is on.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It really, really is, and it lends itself very well to be able to, have lots of shenanigans. SassageLink is going to go ahead and pick up his White Sword Bomb upgrade from underneath that Armo statue, by the way.
Okay, so maybe not bait blocked Zelda, but how about, like, double dipping 9?
Ooh. Well, I mean, if you're really, really, really hoping to be evil, then you want them to have to triple dip. They have to be able to leave to be able to get all of those Triforces, and then have the wand be behind one item, or the bow be have that really lovely causality chain that puts wand, bow, and silvers all behind different items. mean, there's quite a lot of potential for evil in these flags, let me tell you. Oddly enough, our runners were discussing, so during the last All Boards, No Swords tournament, there was an incident where one of the runners was so frustrated at one of the seats that he was playing that he took what is now referred to as Yoshi break. So during the middle of the game, he went ahead and switched over and played a level or two of Yoshi's Cookie.
Oh my goodness.
So the runners were discussing, they were actually discussing in the race room what their chosen games were going to be. I believe if this happened, MrDunlo was going to be playing N64's Donkey Kong Country, I want to say, and SassageLink had actually downloaded Yoshi's Cookie. Or, I'm sorry, acquired Yoshi's Cookie.
Speaking of, I still am trying to figure out what kind of cookies those were.
On Yoshi's Cookie, I don't know. They kind of looked weird.
I mean, one had to be your basic butter cookie. And one was a checkerboard cookie.
Yeah, quite possibly. I mean, they have to be like shortbread or those cookie breast cookies. Which are ever so much fun to make as long as your cookie press actually works.
I actually do have one. Actually, my mother has one. And we have the ones that have the little cutouts that you put in the top of it so you can make flowers, Christmas trees.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, those are great. It's just they tend to, the ones made nowadays, they have like plastic tubing on them and they tend to break after like one go around.
Yeah, they don't make them like they used to.
No, they really don't. As, oh my goodness, SassageLink does a really good clip into a staircase in level 8, and he goes ahead and he's got himself a 1. He is 1/3 of the way there. Alright, here we go. SassageLink is now in very, very good shape. MrDunlo knows where level 8 is, but at the time they didn't really have a way to go ahead and make any progress. We've also got the first of the bomb upgrades cited here in level 8. It's only 83 rupees. We might be able to afford that.
Oh, absolutely. And just really depending on like what kind of drops that Sassage gets, it doesn't look like he's that far into 8. Maybe he'll poke back in, because bombs are definitely a precious resource.
Well,
If you can't count to 10, I can't count to 10 ever when I do this.
Yeah, I enjoy watching a swordless, but having to do the keeping up the 10 count and just like the all the things you have to keep track of, who drops bombs and like on what the global count is and everything, I just don't have it.
I can't dodge.
Yeah, my count usually goes like 0, 1, oops. Alright, so MrDunlo is going to continue bombing around. He's going to be our first runner to find the level 5. Alright, SassageLink is going to go ahead and be taking out the, he's taking out this poor man, Maldorm in level 8. Poor chill guy just floating around and then somebody comes through and murders you.
It happens. I mean, look at poor Spiky.
Well, I mean, Spiky makes really terrible choices and is generally guarding things that he had no reason to be.
True.
Oh, this is a terrible screen to try to even just walk through, as we get the map here from level 8.
Yeah, for a minute I thought MrDunlo was going to go to try to pop that door open, but based on what he has to get through, probably not.
Yeah, I don't see that one with the blue whiz robes, since they can actually come into the side of the screen a little bit. That one always gives me the creeps when I'm trying to screen scroll there, because you're just like, oh no, they're gonna get me, and it's really, really hard to concentrate on a single frame tap. But alright, chat, what do we think this level 8 looks like?
I was going to say, and I can't remember the name now, but it's the little lacy cookies that have the chocolate and are generally made of like the caramel nuts. And that's it.
Florentines?
That's the word.
Yeah, those are pretty tasty.
It's a Florentine.
Those are very fun to make. You can also like roll them into a little tube and fill them full of cream filling.
That's getting into cannoli territory. Oh, that sounds nice.
It is, and I actually kind of like it better than cannoli, because like cannoli shells don't really have much of a flavor. But we have an answer. Well, we have a mess from Trails, a half-eaten tray of cookies, or a ship with a sail. I can kind of see the ship with a sail. And you get bonus points for saying cookies, so we're good.
I mean, the sail has a hole in it, but I can see it.
Well, I mean, it's a very dilapidated ship with a sail. It's being
Perfect.
run by bad guys, so it's not like they're really known for taking care of their equipment.
This is true.
All right, we're going to be continuing on in this level 8 here. I don't know that SassageLink has taken any transport staircases yet, but I'm going to be wondering where in the world it's going to go from.
I know he's seen one. I can't remember whether or not he actually took it.
MrDunlo, meanwhile, is going to go ahead and find level 3. Now, if you have a reusable weapon, this looks like a relatively okay. Enemy set. You can kill the Stalfoses. We're about to see if he can kill the bats.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, he's just going to have to cycle through the room and hope that, well, that's a very free Triforce we already have. But he's going to have to see if he can cycle through the different rooms and kill what he has a chance to take care of.
Well, at this point, I mean, all you need is the item staircase, right?
Yeah, he's just looking for the item, possibly a floor heart. I mean, I only have, he's only got 6 hearts. And if I only have 6 hearts, I'm at least going to be like, okay, maybe it's on the way to the item. That'd be really nice. Alright, gets a really nice candle flame here on that Stalfos. Manages to bomb both the bat and the Stalfos to get that shutter door open. And thankfully, those bubbles will actually keep the... Oh, dear. Well, okay. Alright, you know, it's a thing. Sadly, with only 2 bombs left, MrDunlo is going to go ahead and keep looking for... You have to imagine he's just hoping the White Sword Cave is up here. Meanwhile, SassageLink is making really good use of that wand, and he is doing some good work in level 8, clearing everything he can get his hands on.
So what levels have we found already? I know I've seen 3, 5, 8.
3, 5, 8. I believe we saw 6 up in the Lost Hills. 2 is underneath the waterfall.
Ah, okay.
And I don't know that anybody has actually seen 9 yet. Alright, SassageLink is going to go ahead and find his Triforce here in level 8. It's not very far from start, so I kind of like being able to pick this up, refill your health, and maybe come back for the second item later.
Well, I mean, at this point, he's got the wand. He's got to feel like he's sitting pretty. Or behind, depending on how well he thinks MrDunlo's ratted the 8.
Well, given that the level 8 was actually on their start screen or the screen directly next to it, I don't know. I'd be a little bit worried. I find it kind of common with a lot of the Z1R runners, and I'll even say myself too, if you get something really early in the game, half of your brain is going, oh no, my opponent's had this for like twice as long as I have. I have to be behind.
That is my favorite part when I'm playing with Jam. Sometimes I'll hear like, dang it, coming from downstairs. I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah. It's you know, it's always kind of funny. Oh, these evil blue wizards are going to take out MrDunlo. SassageLink took a death over here before. I think MrDunlo also took a death over here before. They are just horrible until you get enough HP to actually be able to take a hit or two if you have to.
Yeah, and by the look of the tracker, we haven't really found a lot of dungeon items either.
No, they haven't really had a way to keep digging. We have, unfortunately, the Wizrobes are on the overworld, and the Darknuts and the Lionels are actually inside the dungeons. So we've seen a couple of dungeons with things that we just can't kill. Well, SassageLink can, but MrDunlo sadly isn't able to really make that much of a dent with just that one blue candle.
Whew.
And all that for a door repair. Really, Kane? Sassage is going to find his third take any. Oh, was that 68 for a key? That's actually a really nice price.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my question is, did we ever actually see... Yes, White Sword. White Sword bomb upgrade was underneath the Arma statue. Never mind, we're good. 62. Thank you, Adigenos in chat. That is a really, really nice key price. That is amazing. And it's in a good location, too. It's around a bunch of stuff. You can get there in like 4 screen scrolls from your start screen.
Sassage has to be extremely careful.
Well, yeah, sadly, there's nothing you can do but feed these guys. There's no way to get your bombs back.
He's going for a Kananaki with this too, isn't he?
It looks like he is, so he's got to be really, really quick here. And there you go.
God, I love it.
Yeah, good job, Sassage.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, he remembers to go ahead and walk back through the door to go ahead and save the Kananaki, because that's something that a lot of us will do every so often. You get so excited about seeing the next room, you forget you have to go back through that door to save that you actually unlocked it. See, look at how easy that clear was with that wand. Just, you know, you can shoot all the fires, you're good to go.
Well, at some point, MrDunlo is going to, I don't know how much he's done in terms of overall checks, but he's going to have to start digging what he knows.
And we have another Kananaki here from SassageLink with the wand that is so easy to set up, especially when it's on an enemy like a snake, who once he gets even with you is going to try to drive down your lane. Oh, well, you know, that's a lovely room.
Yeah, we'll just pretend we didn't see that one.
Mm-hmm. Just keep going.
Yep, nothing to see here.
Yeah, hey, we get a key in the next room, so that's pretty good.
Oh, but you're forced to use it.
Oh yeah, hi Zelda's room, how are you doing today? It looks like he's going to go ahead and check this open door to the south, because there are 2 more directions he could potentially go. Nope, that's a moat room.
Alright, so MrDunlo finding level 1 in the Dead Woods. This
All
I
right.
expect him to dig.
Yeah, this is actually a really good find. Even though he has the Triforce in here, there are still 2 items and a heart, potentially keys, bombs, a bunch of stuff that could really be helpful for you. However, that shoot room is kind of going to put a damper on the party for a minute or 2.
Yeah, and based off our knowledge, though, I mean, boomerang or bow is probably the best thing he can hope to find, at least in this level 1, from up here on high.
Yeah, a bow would be nice. I don't know at the moment how nice... Well, so the boomerang's really good for crowd control, especially with the Lionels and grabby hands and things like that, so you can stun a big group together and then bomb them all at once. But I don't know that anything actually rolled down enough to be able to kill them with just the candle flame. Other than, you know, the bats and the gels, but like
Right.
the gorillas and the moblins and stuff.
At this point, I just want to see him get some sort of repeatable offense. Just
Yeah, something that he can, yes, something that he could actually make a dent with would be great.
There we go. Hit them with the map.
I mean, you know, paper cuts are painful, and I'm gonna say level 1 kind of looks like a football helmet.
Yes, I like that. No
All right.
arguments here.
So MrDunlo gets a pretty good original candle flame as SassageLink picks up the Triforce out of 7, and then he's going to go ahead and bomb the rest of this Muldorm. He's going to get his bomb pack back and find out that this is the Triforce room.
Okay.
And yes, that is another good use of the boomerang coming from chat. I have used this before. Boomerang's also really good to build a count on those poor defenseless old men that are blocking your way in the dungeons.
Oh yes, so defenseless. So annoying.
Well, I mean, it's not their fault that they got lost inside of this evil, creepy dungeon and couldn't walk 4 doors to get back out. So, SassageLink is already on his way into level 2. We poked around in here a little bit before, but it was before he had found the wand. And with this enemy set, there wasn't a lot that they could do. I think this was also before either of them had really found a good source for bombs.
I'd like something evil, like maybe the raft. Something what you don't know if you need.
Here's the funny thing, though. 2 of the last 3, oh dear, as we are stuck in a room ladder blocked with a manhandla. He's doing a really good job of dodging the fireballs, manages to take it out with the wand, and I think he can actually get around to the other side of that room if he uses a key.
All that money, no keys.
Now, MrDunlo's going to go ahead and get the Triforce out of 1 for the health refill. He checked all of the rooms that he could in the bottom, but he's still looking for a stable, reusable source of offense.
Kind of curious why he didn't pop his head back in. Maybe the shoot room?
Yeah, that shoot room is really in a bad spot. Plus, the Lionels aren't going to die to a single candle flame.
Yeah. Did find level 9, though, so Deadwoods is paying off.
And he heads back into level 1.
Okay.
He's got 4 bombs. Yeah, it looks like they've rolled up just slightly.
If he groups them right, he can probably take them out with this.
Oh yeah, he's just going to be incredibly patient, and they have to be pretty nice. So there we go, MrDunlo.
Hey.
Now this is a really good item to find, especially this early on. It's going to eliminate, once you find the bow and the wand, it's going to eliminate the need to dig some of these other dungeons. And, oh dear, run, MrDunlo, run. Thankfully, we came into that and there wasn't a blue Lionel actually inside the chute with him, so that was pretty nice of the game.
Yes. And it looks like some of these he can clear. Shoot room, I don't know in level 1 if that's a drop room, but these 2 rooms he can clear out with the candle.
SassageLink is going to go ahead and get the Triforce out of level 2. I think our tracker has marked it for us, thankfully, that there was a blue banana in there, but Sassage didn't pick it up.
Can't say I blame Sassage. I personally prefer the wooden one to the magical one.
I mean, to be fair, he's got the wand.
I know.
He's good to go. MrDunlo's going to go ahead and get a floor heart off of the floor in level 1. It's a little redundant, but it's okay.
And then just easy does it. Let's see if we get rewarded.
See, that's another thing about Sassage being able to find the wand so early on. He doesn't have to shuffle back and forth between these rooms. He can just walk right in, clear the entire room in about a third of the time. It's going to, unfortunately, take MrDunlo.
But I'm hoping a bow on the floor to keep things spicy.
That'd be nice. Bow and silver's in the same level would be pretty cool.
I mean, super nice of the game.
Well, I mean, every so often it can be. Very rarely so often it can be.
Well, I say seed giveth, seed taketh.
Very true.
It's taketh sword, but then again, the runners walked in knowing this.
Yeah,
so.
you know, the runners just went, here, you can have my sword, I don't want this anymore.
Oh, I think that shoot room might be...
the item. It's sadly going to be a little while before he's going to be able to clear that without bombs. He might... Yeah, it looks like he's going to continue searching for that red candle.
Yep, do not blame him at all. But Silvers was a nice find.
Yeah, Silvers was a beautiful find. I won't say that there's no guarantee that Sassage will not dig level 1, but I mean, it's level 1. So most people, it's going to be small, it's going to be quick, and he's on his way that area sort of soon.
Yep.
All right, MrDunlo is going to go ahead to vanilla level. Is this 3?
Dunlo's in 6, Sassage is in 3.
Oh, sorry, yep. Dyslexic brain is dyslexic.
That's fine. All right.
And you gotta love. So Moon Risen Phoenix actually pointed this out before the game started. You gotta love MrDunlo's file names. Remember, you started with 3 Triforces.
Yeah, I'd forget that too.
It's okay. I've been playing a little bit of practice, so I don't really play swordless, but I took the swordless flags and then gave myself a white sword, so I've been kind of putzing around with them. The thing I tend to forget the most is that I can't use the sword on Ganon. So I'm like in Ganon's room going, hey, why can't I hit him?
My favorite, though, like that I've seen, is just like that ridiculous hitbox that the wand gives you when you're fighting Ganon.
Yes.
Like I was watching the one fight, there's no way it's gonna, and then he pauses, and I'm just like, that son of a.
Yeah, you can be completely facing away from Ganon, you can be shooting the wall, and the wand hitbox is still going to hit him.
Mm-hmm.
It is a beautiful thing. Alright, SassageLink is gonna make pretty quick work here of this level 1.
Oh yeah, and we're definitely gonna get a look at that item in the shoot room.
Yeah, and then we'll see if it's something, you know, good, bad, or in between.
This is another thing that gets me anxious about swordless, is that if you don't have a sword, and especially if you don't have repeatable offense, you almost start getting panicked of like, okay, what am I going to do? How am I going to do this? Where do I go first?
Well, I mean, at 35 minutes into the game, you don't have a source of repeatable offense. You are probably going, I am so behind, I am so behind, I am so behind. And we're actually starting to run out of, we're starting to get to the end of the overworld checks that we can actually make without needing a raft power bracelet or recorder.
Alright, Dunlo, you took a death. Go into 8.
Yeah, just walk right into 8. You're going to be pleasantly surprised. Well, okay. I can't say that I blame him again, though, because this is Shapes 8 we're talking about. It's usually
Yes.
big and full of evil things, and it is not fun.
I know. Gotta get back into the groove of screaming at the players and they somehow hear me.
Well, I mean... Alright, we're gonna have another key here in this level 1 for Sassage. This is as much as he can do on the bottom half. He's now headed in towards the direction of that shoot room.
Yep, and this is where we found the silvers. So definitely we'll clear that room, no problem. Oh, and Franker B is clearing the plates.
Hi, Franker B!
Oh, he's doing good.
Okay, my girls are thankfully taking a nap.
How are they doing with their ice cream truck?
Oh, they have almost destroyed it, but a copious amount of packaging tape is holding it together for now.
Oh my goodness, what is it about it that they just want to destroy it?
I don't know, maybe they just don't like the color pink or something. They just, all of a sudden, they started flipping it over and knocking it across the room, and hey, look, we found a raft.
Okay. Which could possibly lead to red candle. I mean, for Sassage, it's probably not what they want to see. Unless, let me think, 1, 2, have we seen level 4?
I am not entirely sure.
Okay, because I think that's the only level. Yeah, we've seen 5, 6...
9
yeah.
we've seen, it was a...
Yep.
Sassage just found it himself.
Dunlo, get into 8!
I mean, but here's the thing, if that raft is actually blocking the white sword cave, then how exactly is MrDunlo going to go ahead? I mean, 8 bombs might be enough, I would imagine, to kill those Lionels, but that's still kind of a big ask.
Yeah, but I mean, we just have to keep willing him back into level 8.
Yes. Well, I think once he finally runs out of spots to check, he may, in fact, go back into 8. Well, we're gonna find a blue ring cave up here in the forgotten spot.
And I know he's done all Death Mountain already. So yeah, he's really running out of spots.
Yeah,
or maybe West.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what both of our runners would have left. And to answer your question in chat, yeah, we did see a bomb upgrade in one of the levels. It was actually like right around 80 rupees. It's pretty affordable. Yeah,
I think this is everything that he's got left.
Well, then hopefully that's going to send him back into level 8 and let him get his motor actually running here.
All right. Found a prescription. That's always nice.
Yeah, see, I like it when the runners go ahead and pick up the potions letter, especially in swordless. Yeah, the money is a lot harder to handle because you have to be worried about our arrow is going to be your main form of damage. You have to constantly buy bombs. But the potions letter, what if you run into a room with like 12 blue, not 12, but like 8 blue whiz robes and you get shuttered in?
You panic. Or at least that's what I would do.
I mean, if you have a bunch of bombs and a red ring, then you can afford to panic a little bit there.
Oh no, East Death Mountain, just some money, unfortunately.
All right, go into 8, Mr. Dunlo. You can do this. Just walk right in the door.
Go into 8.
All right, are we gonna see this finally? He's trying to kill that gorilla for bombs.
Heck.
He must have some checks left that we didn't see before?
I don't know.
Oh, I was excited. I thought that was a bomb pack. I was like, yay, good job. Nope. We got a heart.
We tried.
See, now I really just want to go to the store and get almonds to be able to make cookies.
I did chocolate chip because I kept promising jam cookies, and I could have sworn there was a bag in there.
Now, SassageLink, on the other hand, it looks like he's going to go ahead and walk away from the potions letter. It's his choice. It makes perfect sense. I do believe he's taken all of the hearts from Take Any that he can possibly pick up. So there isn't going to be a potion in his case.
All right, so MrDunlo is going, I think, for that Lionel room.
Okay, I like this a lot. I didn't see if he actually went ahead and saved. Because another common tactic with swordless, especially when you fill up your bombs, you have a couple of keys and some good resources, is that before you go dig a dungeon, you go ahead and you do a safety save. So that if after you get in there and you find out that a couple of rooms are garbage, you can just kind of revert and take it back. Oh,
no.
yeah.
Super chunk.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be 2 bombs each, or if it's going to be 2 bombs and then maybe a third. And he's got to hope that the room will actually give it to him on this side, or he's got to go down, he's got to go back up through that red Lionel room that is above him.
Dang it.
I think he can just walk through. He's just got to be, a bit careful here. Oh, so close. And then I'm really hoping that we get an immediate... Yeah, Vaughn, the raft does drop in the middle. I think there's only one level where whatever drops in that room drops on the left-hand side, and I want to say for some reason that it's 6.
All right. Oh, for goodness sakes.
It's okay. He can still bomb that other guy through the wall. He's just got to be careful. Oh, okay. Anagenos is correcting me. It's actually second quest level 2 that drops on the left side of that room.
Okay, there we go. Good, good, good.
All right, come here, Mr. Lionel. Get a little bit closer for us.
Easy, easy.
Oh, right. Well done by Mr. Dunlo. He's going to have his raft, and we are really, really hoping that this is going to give him access to that red candle.
Yes, I have most appendages crossed right now.
Yay. It looks like we're going to go ahead and check the far coast raft first, because the raft on this side was actually one of our any roads.
Oh, okay.
So, all right, come on, either level 4 with something really good in it, or red candle for Mr. Dunlo, as SassageLink is unfortunately going to take a death to the overworld wizrobes.
And I'm hoping the power bracelet on the coast does not need anything. I hope it's just... Come on, game.
All right. Now, thankfully, it looks like Mr. Dunlo had done a safety save, so he's going to get back that money before he bought the bomb pack.
Okay.
And I don't know if he used a key or not, but maybe this will finally send him into level 8. SassageLink is going to go ahead and find level 5. He's in really good shape. He's got 4 keys and 6 bombs, and apparently Mr. SassageLink got taken out by a boulder.
It happens to the best of us.
Well, especially if they spawn directly on top of your head.
My favorite is when the Pole's voice screen scroll into you when you're trying to
Yeah,
set up one.
and they're on both sides of the screen at the exact same time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right. Sassage going to go ahead and give the mugger up a heart. Oh, I'm really... I don't know if I'm hoping that this is the Triforce or I'm hoping this is not the Triforce.
Well, there's blocks to clip into, so it's not terrible. Mr. Dunlo, get into it.
Yeah, no, he still really just doesn't want to go there. And again, I can't say that I blame him. It's shapes 8, you don't have a reusable weapon, and he has no way of knowing that the reusable weapon he wants the most is actually in there.
I know.
Alright, I'm trying to think of what we haven't seen just yet, or what level he's going back to. I'm kind of guessing maybe it's going to be 2.
I mean, at least he'll get a boomerang in there.
If he picks it up.
It's, at this point, I mean, I would be surprised if he didn't, because it's like something. It's just...
Yeah, no, it would definitely come in handy, especially in those rooms full of Lionels. He can herd them up.
Yep.
Or a room like this, he'd be able to get around this pancake, which is kind of good candle boost from Mr. Dunlo. It's kind of one of the problems in that room is if that pancake spawns in the middle of the road.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, gather up here. Get close together so he only has to use 1 bomb.
Oh, but got a pack for it. Okay.
Yep,
This
he's
is
going to go ahead and get
acceptable.
the compass as well, which is good.
Oh, that is
All
a
right.
nice find.
Now, we already know that the raft is not what is blocking our White Sword Cave. The power bracelet is hanging out off the coast, so I'm now going to be curious to find out if that's what's blocking level 4, and if that is what is keeping us from being able to find the red candle.
I mean, at this point, it's entirely plausible. We've seen pretty much most of the overworld. We know the raft spots, like you said, are dead.
I mean, it's not terrible that one of them was in any road and you're starting on the opposite side of the map, but at the same time, it's definitely not what Mr. Dunlo was hoping for.
Yeah.
Oh, this is just evil.
Yes. That is extremely evil.
Okay, he's got full bombs, though, and it was a really good first bomb. He managed to get 3 or 4 of them at the exact same time.
Nice, nice. The grouping is nice.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job of just being patient and waiting for the exact right time to bomb these guys.
It still irks me that Lakes never drop anything. They take so much from you.
Oh dear. Left side landmo, but at the very least they give you a free key. Mr. Dunlo wisely picked up a potion out of Take Any Cave. This is exactly why you do it. Is if you have to be able to get through a room like this and then find the manhandler.
Oh, hello. But gets a bomb pack so far. Very nice. The bombs to allow him to continue.
Yeah, this is good. And this ladder find in 5 here is coming in really big for Sassage. A couple of these Dark Nut rooms are made so much easier because you can just stand on the water and wail away at them with that wand.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, wait, no, wait. Is he up by the E? I can't really see. Oh, yes, he is. Okay. For a minute, I got worried that that one blue Landmola room was the Triforce room. But then I realized he's up over by the E. Up there it is. Yep.
Here we go. We got a boomerang. We got a boomerang from Mr. Dunlo. This is good. And then I think this is actually possibly that Triforce room.
Yes.
Yeah, his so they're actually, I think they're both playing on original consoles, and sometimes it's a little hard to see the map dot for the compass.
There we go. Yep. Use that boomerang. Perfect.
Yep, doing a really good job of gathering up as many of those snakes as he can.
And then just have to will him into 8.
Yes. Well, at this point, his options are kind of limited.
Mm-hmm.
We have shape 6, which I think people would want to dig even less than shapes 8. And it looks like he is headed back towards the home screen. Yay!
Yay!
All right, there we go, Mr. Dunlo. We are now where he needs to be to find that wand. And I agree in chat. That was a really good save. You're going into a new level. You've just gotten a Triforce. You have a decent amount of bombs and a pretty good amount of keys. You want to hold on to them if you can't find anything here in 8.
Will Sassage give up another heart?
I don't think so, but man, that 5 is really drawn out.
All right, there we go. Look at this, stacking them right up.
Yeah,
Perfect.
This is a beautiful example of what you're supposed to do with the boomerang and a swordless seed.
Yep, definitely going to make some progress now.
I'm trying to remember exactly where the wand was. I know it didn't feel like it was very far in, but this 8 is kind of like really spread out. It's not very large, though.
Is this it?
Yeah,
maybe.
Because I did a reverse flip with the candle, I think.
Yes. Maybe. Yeah.
There we go, Mr. Dunlo. All right, so this should both feel really, really good, and at the same time, you're going, okay, I am behind. So, but in his favor, he knows where everything besides 4 is. He knows that he's going to probably need the power bracelet off the coast, and holy cow, that bomb upgrade!
Yep. Very, very nice.
Yeah, that was
the money at the time. Yeah. So, yes, slightly behind, but I mean, 6 more bombs to the arsenal. Not bad.
And I think a lot might depend upon, so if I'm Mr. Dunlo and I know that I'm going to need something like the ladder or the recorder, I'm going to be more prone to actually stick around in here and finish digging the second item out of this level 8. Plus, we still need the bow itself.
Yes.
So I kind of like this, and a lot of how far he's possibly behind is going to depend upon what the second item in 8 is.
Yes. If it's the bow, to me that changes quite a bit. Because technically important items, well, even the bow itself before important items can be in 9, so that's not too mind-blowing, but...
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen if there's a Goma block on a Triforce or not, but...
Well, we still have level 4 outstanding. Unless I'm wrong.
And I think we know by now that it's either underneath that power bracelet or it's under the recorder. Let's just hope the Triforce isn't under that guy.
No.
Oh wait, we know it isn't. Sassage got it. It's like 4 rooms in under the V, I think.
Are these second quest rooms as well for dungeon items? Because I know.
Yeah, it's second quest push blocks.
Okay, because I did see a Goma blocking a potential push block up in the beginning of level 8. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Oh, that might explain why Sassage stopped digging this level 8. He didn't have the wand. Well, no, he had the wand.
I want to say he took a death in here because this 4-headed Gleeok looks familiar.
Sassage is going to go ahead and get his Triforce out of level 5. All right, now this is potentially either the other end of the transport staircase or this is our item.
There you go. Easy does it. And perfect.
All right, it's the other end of our transport staircase. This is actually good information if for some reason Mr. Dunlo has to leave level 8 or ends up taking an unfortunate death in the bottom half of this level.
I mean, red rank would be a nice find in here. Any key. There's still a lot of really nice things left on the table.
Yeah, there really, really are.
Ooh.
All right, here we go. Well, no. Okay. So again, here's the plus or no, here's the plus or minus on this level 8. That book is going to give him the map to every single level. Yes, he is going to be shooting fire now, and that is unfortunate, especially when you have to shoot Ganon with a wand. But look at this level 8. If you came in here blind, I don't know that there are many people who would have been making a lot of progress in here without the map.
True. It's just anytime I see the book, it's like, all right, how many times am I setting myself on fire? Like, there goes any chance of counting to 10.
The answer is yes. It's you go with it, you roll with it, and that's just what you do. All right, so Mr. Dunlo has his reusable form of weaponry. It looks like he's going in the direction of level 5, which is the next screen over.
Yep, which, as we know, based off of what Sassage found in there, is going to be fantastic.
Exactly. As long as he gets in and finds that ladder before he gets very far in level 5, this is a really good idea. Because whoa. Well, all right. Hey, chat, name that ink blot. All right. Thankfully, this room is actually going to force Mr. Dunlo to use the key and head up towards where we found the ladder. But holy cow, we got to pay a mugger that we really can't afford to pay. Oh, that's rude.
Oh, come on.
At least we only have to pay one of them.
I suppose, but still, that
is so horrible, man.
All right, can we bomb behind the mugger? Nope.
All right, so good news, bad news again. He's not going to clear this river. Not yet, at the very least. Oh, lordy. We're going to bomb left here, I think. And then that is going to send him in the direction of that ladder. And then he's just going to be like, all right, I'm going to go the other way that I couldn't go before, where there are much more friendly enemies set. Which is good, because that's where the Triforce is.
Perfect.
All right, we got the ladder for Mr. Dunlo and level 3 for SassageLink. Now, we didn't actually get to see the item here in level 3, so, yeah, we know it's not going to be the power bracelet. All right, see, and again, Mr. Dunlo is going to have the ability to just stand on that water and shoot these lovely and wonderful dark nets.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Wait, there were all 3 in here. That is horrible. Our tracker Moonroost in Phoenix pointing out that he believes that the Triforce is actually all the way up in that top left of level 5. Well, no, I mean, good news, bad news again. A game giveth, a game taketh away. There's some keys dropping down in this area, and, you know, maybe Mr. Dunlo will find a compass before he has to clear a bunch of these darknet rooms. Or maybe that Gomo will just be like, hey, you go back to start. Oh, all right. Well, okay. This isn't terrible. We've got the bow here for SassageLink. This really firmly puts him in the driver's seat. Once he finds level 4, he's in go mode.
Yep. But still, lots of things can happen.
It really can. 9 can do lots of evil, horrible things. Mr. Dunlo is choosing to go ahead and leave that 5 alone. He's going to pick up the power bracelet off the coast.
But then I have to ask, have we seen a bait block?
I don't think that we have. We just got all 3 mugger rooms in the same level, though, so that was pretty special. I mean, 5 has 3 old men, and they were all jerks today.
So technically, we could fall back on trusty bait-blocked Ganon or Zelda for funsies.
That would definitely be interesting. Alright, so we've got the first of our power bracelet checks. It's going to give him a little bit more money.
I think he's... Okay, into
he's
7.
He's going to go, okay, I like this idea too. There's still an item missing here in 7. He doesn't know that it's nothing that he needs. At this point, I'd almost say maybe we're going to find the any key or the recorder.
I would love to see that for him, because it looks like keys, even though they are cheap, have not really been plentiful.
There's that room that Sassage noped right out of, and you can't say that you blame him.
Nope. That is definitely a tall glass of nope.
Yeah, but MrDunlo does a really good job of doing damage, getting back out of the way, and using that door to just kind of protect himself.
Now, is he going to go back in and see if there was a drop on the floor? I hope, yes. Get back in there. I'm curious.
No,
Oh,
it was... Oh, yeah, that was perfectly nothing. It's just like, here, you killed these guys for absolutely nothing.
I like the little pause. It's just kind of like, really, game?
Yeah, I mean... Alright, there we go. We're going to get a key back. I think we're going to end up getting forced into using it to go south here, as I think we watched Sassage do.
Yes, I do remember that. Well, it looks like Sassage is kind of on the same path as Dunlo in terms of checking for the Armos items. So, Armos, what am I saying? Power bracelet.
Yeah, he has to know at this point that it is a really, really good. So it's 4-to-1 odds that level 4 is behind the power bracelet. All right, I think he was just updating his map in the background there. And I'm gonna say that level 7 kind of looks like a sideways griffin. A griffin looking off in the right. Sorry, looking to the right.
Yep, I can see that. My vote is for old-timey printing press.
Hey, that works too. I mean, it's incredibly heavy.
Yes.
All right, 13 bombs. This is pretty easy. You just go ahead, you feed this guy, you keep going.
And a $5 just for fun.
Well, I mean, we might have to buy some more bombs, so...
Yes, I'm hoping for a good, just to keep things interesting, I'm hoping for a good utility item in 7 that kind of evens the playing field out again. But just a smidge.
And I love these answers from chat. We have a fish wearing a chef's hat, or E.T. on a scooter moving left.
E.T. on a scooter.
I mean, this is fun.
I know. Whenever it's not cactus, I am a happy woman.
All right, we're gonna get a rupee boss who's gonna be hiding our Triforce here in level 7.
But do you want to waste 6 bombs, or you want to go and take a look what's in the south?
I would take a look at the free room and maybe a bomb to the right, but other than that, I would just get the heck out of here. Granted, we know that there's probably nothing he needs in this level.
I know, but still, it's that nagging kind of, is it the bow? Is it the what? Oh, here we go. Reverse C.
All right, this is good. This should be really easy to clear. You might actually pick up a couple more rupees, too.
Oh, please don't be the transport.
And it's the Coast Guard. But having already given up a heart to the mugger in the last level, this is okay.
I guess.
It's not going to give him any advantage, but it's going to at least get him. He's going to get that Triforce, walk back 2 rooms. He's going to get it, and he's going to be out of the 7 for good. He's going to be done.
Yes. Peace of mind that you do not have to go. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, he's done. He's like, all right, bye 7. It was nice knowing you. Let's go find level 4. Yeah, we are coming up on, I think, like the last of the... Nope, there we go.
There it is. Oh, I like that.
Hiding under... That is a pretty color, yeah. So it's actually kind of interesting when you watch some of the runners and you see who's playing on emulator and who's playing on console. The colors come out slightly different, and some of them are really ugly on emulator, and some of them are really pretty on console, as we find the banana.
So it does look like 9 is going to have some nice goodies, because, I mean, the 3 items that are left, I'd be happy with any of them.
Yeah, we got the any key, the recorder, and red ring.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 is the only other level that we don't know what it is. And 4, I mean, that's your standard water pistol or ray gun.
I was gonna say it's a horsey from Pokemon. I think that's its name. The
Ooh.
little seahorse?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Dunlo's gonna get the same information that SassageLink did, and it's a banana. He's gonna be like, okay, I'm done. Let's go get this Triforce and get back on the road. To answer your question in chat, yes, in these flags, important items in 9 is actually turned on, which means that unless the item is blocking a Triforce on the overworld, that item can be in 9. So you could have bow, you could have recorder, power, bracelet, ladder. That could all be in level 9 as long as it's not keeping you from getting a Triforce.
And Mr. Dunlo now has the same information that Sassage has, but Sassage, I think, just has a bit too much of a lead right now.
Yeah, Sassage doesn't have to double back to any of these levels. He's already got his bow, and unfortunately for Mr. Dunlo, he's got to pay a trip back into level 3, which I would totally do before digging level 6 to try to find that bow.
Yep, I agree.
Though it does also bring up the possibility of, do you gamble whether or not the bow is going to be in 9 up until, you know, he knows where the Triforce in 8 is, he knows where the Triforce in 4 is, and if it's not a Goma, then he might actually think the bow's in 9.
And that is a spicy part of starting with the Triforce for that level anyway, because I mean, there's no reason really for you to go back unless you absolutely know you have to.
Exactly, though in quite a few of the races that we have seen recently, a lot of the important items are ending up behind the Triforces we don't need to go get. Alright, SassageLink has his last Triforce. He's gonna go ahead, he's got the money, he's picking up that blue ring for a little bit of extra insurance, and he's on his way into level 9.
Oh, thank goodness he didn't turn brown. Okay.
Burnt Sienna. He did not turn. He did not turn Burnt Sienna. It's okay.
It's just too matchy-matchy.
I understand. It's like when you're in a level with that burnt orange floor and your tunic is actually the same color.
Yep.
It's really hard to see where you are. Alright, Mr. Dunlo is going to go ahead and get his Triforce here out of level 4, and I'll be curious to see, is he going to head back to 8 or is he going to head back to 5?
Logistically, he's, I mean, in a better, well, I don't know, because you can take the any road, because that's what he did the last time. It's 6 1/2 dozen of the other, I think.
Well, Boof, what are we looking for here in this lovely and wonderful pink Pepto-Bismol level 9?
Well, we are looking for a roar and a door, a pig and a brig, the bacon and the taken. So we are looking for a shutter door that will not open, as this particular one has, indicating that the kidnapped is behind the door, one room into level 9 because. And so now Sassage is going to be listening for the roar of Ganon. So in any of the rooms that he is adjacent to Ganon, he will hear him screaming at the top of his lungs. What direction? We don't know. That's all going to come down to routing, mapping, and if there's a magic staircase involved.
And I do firmly approve of this suggestion from Lemonster that they are looking for a dig dogger blocking Ganon, and that the recorder is somewhere here in 9, I think is, oh no, recorder in 6.
Ooh.
That would definitely be a thing.
And then bait blocked Zelda.
Yeah.
So we can, so you could have a triple dip 9, then you go into 9, realize you need the recorder, come back, and then realize you need some bait. Yeah, we could the triple dip 9 still in play.
Now, if I'm either of our runners, I'm kind of hoping that we're gonna find an any key here pretty early in this level 9. Sassage only has 3. We don't know exactly how many of these rooms are gonna have key doors in them, but it's always nice to have and not have to worry about keys in level 9.
Yes and no, because I know I've seen some races where runner had the any key, was just like blasting down doors left and right, and actually routed them away from where they needed to go. Whereas the person who had to be more careful took different choices and somehow actually ended up better routing.
true. That is a definite possibility. This is actually going to work out a little bit in Mr. Dunlow's favor. Level 5 is normally one of those levels that actually kind of just gives you the keys. It's like, here, look, I hear you like these things. Have another.
And he's taking care of the muggers already, so I think 3 is the max that we're supposed to see.
Yep, 3 is the most that can appear in the game. And they were all in level 5.
Level 5.
Like, I mean, what are the
gosh.
odds that all 3 muggers are going to make their way into level 5?
I love it. I have to turn my volume up a little too. I want to see, because usually if Ganon is in a room adjacent with a boss, you can usually hear that blip, and I finally heard it.
Hey, nice.
Alright.
I don't know that I've noticed anything just yet, but, you know.
Ooh,
Alright.
this is good.
Yeah, that's a good... rude game. Alright, now, unfortunately for Mr. Dunlo, our tracker was pointing out earlier that they think that the compass is actually behind one of those rooms of blue dark nuts.
Because why not?
I mean, we've got the wand already, so...
I know, but it's nice, but still, come on. Throw a bone here.
Alright, but Mr. Dunlo's actually making really quick work of clearing all these rooms here in level 5. And Sassage is going to find another transport staircase in this level 9. So, here's another one of my questions. What do you prefer to do? Do you like to walk until 9 won't let you walk anymore? Or are you of the let's take every single staircase I possibly can variety?
Honestly, I wish I could say I have a strategy, but I don't. It just depends on what I feel like. Some days, I'm like, I'm going to go linear, and I am going to, you know, up, left, right, down. Other days, I am just chucking myself headfirst down every staircase I can find.
Yeah.
I think it's if I feel like, possibly like what the item on the table is. Like if there's still something maybe not required, but still nice to have, maybe a red ring, I might be more apt to chuck myself downstairs. It's hard. It's tough.
And it will be to Mr. Dunlow's advantage, should he make it into 9, to actually have the map to be able to see what this looks like.
I finally did get a solid block 9 a couple seasons ago, yes.
Like the whole thing?
Yep, the whole thing.
Oh,
I think Jam posted it in the Discord channel. It was everything I hoped it could be. I think in that case I was chucking myself downstairs. Yeah,
I mean, if 64 rooms?
Yep.
Yeah, I think I probably would have been taking every single staircase I could do. Alright, really good room clear here for Mr. Dunlo. He's going to get the compass, which is going to point him to the other side. Oh, it's going to point him to the other side of that right side staircase that he couldn't take before. Or couldn't bomb through, sadly. Okay, try to ignore what color he is.
I mean, I think he's red. The pink kind of makes it look like... Alright, we can see better on... Yeah, he's red. Okay, that's fine.
Okay. I was about to say, I got a little worried that he was that ugly color, but...
Well, he's not the same color as his shield. The minute, like, you can't see him and all you see is just, like, the little cross, that's when I get annoyed, because I'm like, oh, darn it, he turned brown again.
Alright, Mr. Dunlo has his Triforce here out of level 5. He's going to be heading into, I would assume, level 8 to get the last Triforce.
Yep. There's
And
the save.
I like the save here. Again, he's got 12 bombs, 4 keys. This is a smart play. Plus, level 8 was on our screen that we spawned on.
I have to believe he's going to go into 9 at this point, just because of how late he found the wand.
I mean, plus it's 2 items as opposed to digging shape 6 for 1 or digging 3 for 1.
Yeah.
Thankfully for him, though, the bow here in level 8, not the bow, I'm sorry, the Triforce here in level 8 isn't that far in. If he goes down from this room, I want to say it's like 1 or 2 rooms down from here. All right, Sassage is continuing to take all these staircases here in level 9. I don't think that we've actually heard any signs of a roar just yet.
No, and at this point it's hard when you don't have the map, because usually if you know what kind of shape you're looking at, you can sort of...
You can go, hey, this is the trolliest thing the game could possibly do to me, so I'm going to go check this room first.
Well, I mean, you can sort of say, all right, I'm going to go, like, you know, up in this particular direction, because I know I can hear things on, like, either my left or my right. Because really, that's all he's looking for, because Zelda, you know, I don't understand why she didn't just walk out of the dungeon herself at that point.
She got really lost like those old men.
Oh my gosh, what was it? The Dragon Warrior Randomizer, where you have to carry the princess around. I'm like, she's got legs.
Make sure... No. The best sprite to do that with is play as Tov. Zarnex42, who is an admin for DWR, and did... I hear a roar, by the way. Yep, we got a roar. So Zarnex42 went ahead and made a Tov sprite for Dragon Warrior Randomizer, and when you are carrying the princess, she's actually riding on top of Tov. And it is seriously the cutest thing I have ever seen.
So wait, Sassage can't get to Ganon, has no keys?
Yeah, he tried bombing down in the first Patra room. That staircase that was just to his right. He tried bombing to the right in that other room, so he must have heard the blip over the Patra roar. Over the Patra scream or whatever.
Oh, and he needs money. Is that 62?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but you don't necessarily know that key door is going to guarantee that you're going to be able to get where you need to go.
True. Oh, that has to feel bad.
And I'm kind of confused. I thought MrDunlo was headed towards where he needed to be for the Triforce and 8, but he ran into what was the bomb upgrade room, and I think it was just above that, but he couldn't, he can't go straight through it.
Yeah, honestly, I don't remember where the Triforce and 8 was.
I want to say it was in the V column up in the top half.
Well, let's hope for a compass then soon. Hard on the floor, that's always nice.
Yeah, it does look like, and this is a good solid play if this is what Sassage is doing. But it looks like he is ignoring the ghosts, and maybe he's got some money left on the table.
Sure. Ooh, checking a power bracelet spot, hoping for money. Oh, if it's a door repair.
Well, we found it. I mean, our runners probably weren't going to get that as soon as they would have liked, but we do at least know where it was. That's a plus compared to some of the races we've had recently.
Oh, yes. I mean, we're having a good laugh about it, but...
well, I mean, part of me on the inside is just going, game, that is so dirty. Like, that is just so mean.
But Seed gaveth a decent wand.
If you went into Shapes 8, and who wants to dig Shapes 8 with a blue candle and hardly any bombs?
I'm sure there's probably some people.
Mm-hmm.
Can't think of anybody off the top of my head.
I kind of like this play from Sassage here. The bunnies are probably going to drop at least, a little bit more than what it takes to kill them.
I don't remember what's a door repair and what's not, so every open cave he goes into, like, I clench slightly.
Yeah, I want to say that SassageLink actually switched over to using the Z-Tracker program recently, and one of the things built into there, if you go ahead and mark that it's a door repair, it keeps track of exactly how many you've found.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's a really great quality of life upgrade, let me tell you.
I don't know, I still like my pen and paper. Although, I think it's Jess Andy did these beautiful laminated overworld maps. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing a picture of those in the Discord. Alright, so, MrDunlo.
He must have not. He must have lost the Triforce.
I'm trying to remember what he needs to get the Triforce in level 8, but he's been in the room. Like, he's full cleared. It looks like he's full cleared 8.
It wasn't Goma blocked, was it?
I don't think so, but if it is, this will at least send him probably into 3 first.
Yes. Let me see. Where are you going, Mr. Dunlo?
And since Sassage is now looking for money in the key store, this does give him, you know, ever so small of a chance of catching up a little bit.
Yep. I forget. It was 3 on Death Mountain?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't. There's your key shop. Okay.
Alright, so Sassage has a key. I, in theory, would, even though he's close to 9, I would love to see a safety save here. I don't think I'm going to get one because it's 1 hour and 20 minutes into the game, and he's got to also be thinking, I'm so behind, I'm so behind. Alright, back into 9 we go. And yeah, thank you, Draco Crowley. I thought he did too. I was pretty sure he got the Triforce and the wand out of 8. I don't think he ever saw the book because he couldn't get past. He died. I think somebody pointed out that he died to that Gleeok room.
And 3 to me looks like a Junimo from Stardew Valley.
Totally. Alright, so Mr. Dunlo should have his bow here in really short order. Thankfully, the common logic is you pick the smallest thing that you have to dig, and you dig that first.
Yeah, at this point I have to believe he thinks he's arrow blocked. And then chat also making a good point that, you know, there's a key door, but what if you need 2 keys?
Yeah, exactly. That's just one of those things that you got to deal with.
Yep. At that point, you mutter every 4-letter word you can think of and head out the door to go get more keys. Or keep digging 9 and hope that the any key's in there.
Well, odds are pretty good that it is. We've already found the red ring. Here's the bow for Mr. Dunlo. He's got to be breathing a sigh of relief. We're going to see an up A save. He's going to go back to level 8. Now, Mr. Dunlo, financially, he is in a much better position than Sassage was when he came into this 9. Now, Sassage, however, he did buy that blue ring, so he has a bit better defense at this point.
Yep, Mr. Dunlo going straight for... Never mind. He's going straight for the Gomas. No, he ain't.
No. To answer your question in chat, I'm not entirely sure exactly when, but it was probably within like the first 15 to 20 minutes of the race that Sassage got the wand. It was early.
And I'd say, what, a good half hour then before Mr. Dunlo got it after?
Yeah, but Mr. Dunlo's actually done a really good job of exploring all the different levels and doing everything that he possibly could. So yes, he will hopefully be making it into level 9 before we find Ganon. I would say the princess, but we already found her.
Oh, please, she can leave anytime she wants.
She's waiting for somebody to give her a ride. She's like, I can't walk those 2 rooms in order to get out of this dungeon.
See, it's a common theme. The princesses just don't want to use their legs for some reason.
Well, maybe it's like the Princess and the Pea. If you remember that one.
I remember that one, but... Well, she couldn't get comfortable.
Well, because she was so spoiled that she got upset that there was like a tiny, minute, itty-bitty thing underneath like 100 mattresses. Or something like that, depending upon the story. It's okay.
Yep. Alright. I am in agreement with you now.
Alright, so that Goma isn't the Triforce. We did, however, find the compass, and there it is! 2 rooms under the V, 3 rooms from start.
Oh, man.
Well, 2 rooms technically from start if you don't count start.
Oh, that hurts.
It's okay. Mr. Dunlow's got everything that he needs now in order to be able to go to 9. He's got 15 bombs, 4 keys. He's got his wand, bow, silvers. You never know what can happen.
Yep, all the money a Wizrobe could ask for.
And he's got half of a potion left, so that's pretty good.
Yep, in very, very good shape. It's just, will that other key be a factor?
Yeah, I don't know. And Sassage is doing a really good job of, again, checking everything he can without giving up that key.
Oh, heck, where were we when we heard the roar? Because I'm surprised he hasn't...
If Sassage opens up his map, here we go. You go all the way down, it's either the L or the dash column. There's that little straight section. He was down there because he popped out of a staircase. It was with a Patra in it, I do believe. Took you to a room directly next to you with a Patra in it, and then he could go one room down, and that was about it.
Okay, yes. Bottom right leg. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of drawn a little man right there.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I find it funny we still haven't found the map. Mr. Dunlo?
I know. Get...
Okay, we're good. He's one screen off. We're fine.
Just showing us the football helmet again, just for funsies, real quick. Thank you.
I mean, it totally matches. Oh, look at this. Wow.
What is this?
It's Gonzo.
Okay.
It's a very chubby Gonzo, but it's Gonzo.
I mean, it's kind, or I was gonna say a little elf snowboarding.
Okay.
Like he's got his little hand out. He's got his pointing to the left. He's got his little hand out, and his little hat's blowing behind him.
All right, Sassage is gonna go ahead and clear this room. He's got his key in hand. Now, here's the thing: we don't know if Ganon.
Oh my gosh.
Sure. Thank you, game. Mr. Dunlow's like, really? Okay.
I mean, why not?
Jay Cooper is saying that 9 looks like something called the Cheat, or one of the Cheat Commandos.
Yes.
And there we have Ganon.
Alright. So, Mr. Dunlo going to be getting the information.
Alright, now we just need to, SassageLink again. He is got the red ring, so he should be fine.
There we go. Yep. Alright, just an up A, and there we go.
Alright, but you have to give, so you do have to give credit to Mr. Dunlo here. He got the wand so much later, and he is still in 9, and still had a chance to almost catch up. This is pretty good.
And Zelda with a key, because why not just kick it to him?
Alright, guys, let's get your GGs in chat for SassageLink, finishing in first place with a race time GG time of 1 hour, 26 minutes, and 59 seconds.
That was fantastic. And you know, you don't want to wish it on people, but when he had to go back out for the key, and I think, did he even use it?
No, he ended up, it was a left-hand turn instead of a right-hand turn.
Oh my goodness.
He just, at the time, he didn't know, because he was in a middle room, there was rooms on either side of him, and he didn't know which side of him Ganon was on. Alright, so it looks like Sassage is going to be joining us here in just a second, as Mr. Dunlo is starting to explore all of these staircases here in level 9. Having that any key could definitely work out in his favor.
Mm-hmm. Well, we just need a bomb wall or two, because like he was down here, so he's heading in the right direction. Just will the bomb walls provide? There we go. Dang it!
Okay, so that shoot room's kind of in a really bad place, but welcome and GG to SassageLink.
GG's.
Thank you. I thought I screwed that up, wasting 10 minutes.
Well, we were to be fair, we were kind of like we were hoping things would even out a bit more when you had to leave 9 to go get that key.
Yeah, and I was thinking that I was just one row east of that where I first started there, so I didn't even
Oh
think
my
he could have
gosh.
been to the left, and
So-
I went and got that key.
Mr. Dunlo has just kind of he's got Ganon. He just found
Yep.
him. He bombed to the left out of the Patra. Was it the maze room?
Yeah, that was the way I had to go to. One room northeast.
Oh no!
No.
Now, sadly, Mr. Dunlo is on green tunic. He does have a blue potion. He's got the path. He should be able to get back there. If he chooses, yeah, it looks like he's going to go to the fairy fountain. But SassageLink, so how do you feel? Okay, you're a couple of minutes into this game. You guys can't really find, red candle nowhere to be found, and you decide you're going to go dig shapes 8 with a blue candle and I think 4 bombs.
Yeah, it was something I do is on these seeds. I just I go in, I check out every level, get as far as I can just to see what I can find, and I turned out really lucky because of it.
And then, of course, checking the power bracelet spot for money and finding that red candle.
Yeah, that's why I had to hit it a little bit.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a kick out of that because hey, at least we know where it was.
Yes.
I mean, it's just kind of been ironic that the Swiss flags are supposed to make it easier to get your hands on that reusable offense. And in most of the races I keep seeing, it keeps rolling into these places that the runners just can't get to.
Yeah, and I was coming across that a lot with my practice seeds, so that's part of why I dig the levels as much as I can, try to find the Armos item.
Well, in this case, that was an incredibly good call.
Thank you.
And then you gotta love that your other 2 required items, they're in levels 1 and 3, which, if I remember correctly, you guys started with the Triforces for those 2 levels.
That's correct. Yeah, I just dig those levels like 8 or 1 through 4. You can usually find an item pretty quick on them, so that's why I go through them.
All right, Mr. Dunlo is back in the room. He's trying to get his stun lock here on Princess Zelda. Here he goes. This wand hitbox is a little bit troublesome, but it looks like he's got it now. We've got the silver arrow shot. A quick up and A should get him back to the princess.
That hitbox with the wand.
I mean, who doesn't want to aim at the wall in the opposite direction of Ganon and still be able to hit him?
Oh.
It's fantastic.
Yes, our tracker also bringing up level 5. The mugger room, and you bomb to the right, and there's a mugger room.
All right.
One more mugger.
Let's get some GGs in chat, guys, for Mr. Dunlo, finishing with a race time GG time of 1:32 even and 0.6 microseconds.
No, that was absolutely fantastic. This
Yeah,
is just once you get the wand, it's so fun to see just how quickly the race tightens up. Speaking of which, Mr. Dunlo, GG's to you, sir.
Thank you. That was first of all, SassageLink, GG's. I apologize. This seed was my fault. I've been talking all day. I'm doing commentary at 10. And I was talking to Fury, setting up. I was talking to everybody, and I kept using phrases like, oh, the Swiss flags weren't that bad, blah, blah, blah. Like, I should certainly be done by 10. And halfway through, I was sweating it, honestly. I was like, well, they're going to get somebody else to talk at 10 or whatever, So, yeah, this is all my fault. I apologize.
This is all my fault.
I know. I think we totally blame the fact that the red candle. So SassageLink had to leave 9 to go look for money for keys because by the time he found Ganon, there were 2 different directions he could go in. One of them was a required key door, and he didn't have the money for keys. There's no way to communicate it. So he leaves 9. He goes looking at one of the last spots. Maybe even the last spot he's got left on the map. Yeah, the red candle was behind the Grave Armos.
It was Grave Armos? Okay,
Yeah.
that was the only one I didn't check. Once I found 4, and I already had the wand. I was like, whatever. If it's behind a recorder, cool. I guess the recorder was either in 6 or somewhere in 9. This whole thing. And the only thing I did that I'm annoyed with myself is I mismarked a room in level 8. The Triforce room I had marked as cleared, and that's why I was running around down there. But the fact that the compass was bow blocked led me to think the Triforce was bow blocked, which led me to go 3, and I probably would have gone to 9 before 3 anyway, so I still would have lost it. But yeah, that was a tough seed. GG, Sassage. That was a tough one. I don't think I even played that bad. I think you just earned it and got me. So yeah, good game.
Oh, thanks, GG's Dunlo. Yeah, I wasted 10 minutes getting the key I didn't need there at the end, because I didn't realize I could, go up and around to the left and get the Ganon. So, yeah, that was a little bit of a goof.
Yeah, that makes me feel even better then, because my level 8, I bet if we watch it back and put a stopwatch, my wasted time in 8 is probably about equal to yours in 9. So, it all comes out in the wash. Nobody ever plays perfect. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe round 2 we'll get one with, I messed up too. I did a practice seed today, and Red Candle was on the start screen. Totally should have saved that one for the race. Whole thing is my fault, y'all. But yeah, I appreciate the team putting it on the air, and next time I'll shut my mouth before the race.
I do have to say, Mr. Dunlo, so one of the main differences in this whole entire race was SassageLink had the wand just before 20 minutes because he had searched everything he could on the overworld. I think he took a death to some of the Wizrobes when he finally had bombs. He bombed and then he went into level 8 and he got the wand. You didn't get it for probably like
half
20,
hour.
half
It
an
was
hour
51,
after that.
51, 30 something, I think.
See, but even with that, for it to still end up being competitive by the end of the race, because you were still doing really good work with just that blue candle, the bombs, and whatever you could make use of. So you were doing an excellent job with very limited resources, to the point where you even made it into 9, and you had things gone a slightly different way. It could have been a much different race. So
yeah,
it was
good to hear.
It was a very good race from both of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, I appreciate that. One thing a smarter person than I said once on commentary or one of these interviews or something was, if things go bad, just keep it moving. Always try to do something productive. So whether it was overworld, I tried to not just bang my head against the wall and die in the same places over and over. So yeah, it was a fun one though. Thank you to y'all for putting it all in the air. I'm gonna go collect myself before I talk about Captain Green and Antlers, and that should be a great matchup. I think it's on the same network, so everybody hang in there. Great tournament already. I'm having fun with this one. So GG SassageLink. Thanks to everybody putting this thing on.
GG's Dunlo.
GG's. And I guess with that's a really good way to segue into the fact that we have a lot of amazing races coming up here tonight. We have happening right now, we have Adijanos and Malkier over on SpeedGaming 5. It's been in progress for about an hour, I want to say. And in about a half an hour, we have Captain Green versus Antlers here on this same channel. And then on Z1 Randomizer, at the same time, we have Dr. J, PhD versus Chess Jerk. And ending up the night at 10:30 Eastern on SpeedGaming 5, we have Bogey Smalls taking on newcomer Vincent246. So if you're looking for more Zelda to watch, there is a ton of it tonight.
Oh, there's the dang schedule. I was trying to find it in the Discord. Actually, what was it? Yes, if you want to go listen to Alsoa, if you missed hearing the melodious sound of his math voice.
Yes,
he's over right now.
Make him do some calculus. Make him do some calculus.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, Sassage, that was an incredibly well-run race, and GG's, and we're looking forward to seeing some more coming up here in round 2 next week.
Thank you, and thank you everybody for putting this stream on, and everybody for watching. It was a lot of fun.
But all right, I think with that, I'll say thank you to Moonrisen Phoenix for doing our tracking in the background. And thank you, as always, to Boof and Boom for joining me in the commentary booth and filling in for our wayward pigeon and talking about cookies, video games, and all sorts of fun stuff.
Oh, it was my pleasure. I'm sure we'll be doing it again.
Woohoo! All right, have a good night, everybody.
Good night.